Hey everybody, Rodham here. Thanks for tuning in to Kenshi Birth of a Hive, episode 105. Recap the rules and goals are here. So here's what's going to go on this episode. We had been stomping around the Foglands and then stomping around the West Hives. And I am planning on going against the Western Queen, which is a relatively tough fight. I think what I'm going to do, because we severely lack soldiers in our current group, is I'm not above asking for some backup. So Queen here is going to try to make her case to the 100 Guardians for them to lend some help. I could, however, also just go home and reshuffle. Oh, they still have the Inquisitor. I could reshuffle the group a little bit as well. That would be another thing I could do. Maybe I'll end up doing that. I'm not entirely sure yet. But the issue I foresee is we've got a ton of like low-level, kind of weak crossbowmen in this group, and they're not necessarily going to be able to pack the punch needed to take on the Western Hive, because the Western Hive is a dangerous area. I'm just looking for a sleeping bag for Boops to grab. Maybe the Shinobi Thieves have one. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring home my prisoner. Or actually, you know what? I'm not. I take that back. Let's put this one down. Not going to deal with that. All right. No backpacks are available for me to purchase. What about... they must have... Or sleeping bags. They must have one at the travel store. That's what these travel stores are for. What? Come on. All right. I was wrong. I was very wrong. What about the general shop? AdMag, you're starting to disappoint me. Fine. I guess I won't be doing that. Okay. So this group here is going to hug West Coast and head home. And I'm going to retool it so that I can go after the Western Hive. Now, the rest of you guys, we are going to head to the Armor King again. And I'm going to babysit the Armor King until he sells me something I want to buy. Because, like, what gives? So I think what I need to do is to take out all of the people shooting toothpicks, because they're going to be extraordinarily ineffective in this fight. And then I also have to drop Raptor and Honey. No, not Honey. Raptor and Foe? Well, they also have toothpicks, but I have to drop Raptor and Foe because where we are headed, it is a lot of acid rain, and they will not survive the swim. So a fair bit of reshuffling. That also means that I am going to be introducing people to the squad that aren't blue, except for Queen, because they too will melt. And then with that new group, we are going to make our way out here, which is where the West Queen resides. Normally, the West Queen in a vanilla Kenshi is actually pretty easy to kill, but in Hives Expanded, she is very, very, very well protected. So, you know, we gotta make sure we know what we're doing. Maybe we'll stop in a western village, just for a little chop-chop time. If you catch my drift. Get a little combat done. Alright, hero. So Builders is a little injured, but he's going to survive. Yes, hello, Armor King. They have legitimately nothing I want to buy. Okay, well, you know what, Armor King? I'm going to be upstairs until you offer me something different. I'm going to just be resting here. And it is day 226 at about midnight. I'll keep an eye on the time. Alright, let's take hold off of everybody. Boops, I want you hold and passive and to stay out of this fight. You're kind of non-combat. Another thing I'm going to do when going against the Western Queen is probably swap out the people that are like martial artists and whatnot. Oh, so you know what? Most of these guys are unconscious. Well, that's not true. I did rip through here before. But combat training is combat training. I'm back. Where is the... I think I killed the traitor. The one with diplomatic status. I've always been curious... Oh, wow, they actually do have a lot of blueprints here. As I suppose they should. The Hive blueprints are unique to the Hive, basically, so... Oh, hi, caravan. Where's the caravan? Oh, no, this is nomads. Here, I was about ready to jump them. Okay, so they do have a skeleton repair bed if I've got people with robotic damage, like Queen herself, but it's not owned by me, so never mind. Alright, that's probably enough combat here. Let's follow Foe. Foe, you are going to take us up to the Shrieking Forest. Boops, are you fast? 27 miles an hour? Yeah, you're fine. I don't need to carry you. Elder goat. He's an elder goat. Well, the Shrieking Forest is feels a very quite a bit different without that Shrieker expanded mod on. I'm gonna take a look, making sure that nobody is too hurt. But I don't know. If I find some Shriekers, I'll pick the fight. Oh, here's some. It's probably not enough to warrant stopping. Oh, here we are. Hello. Free combat training. Silvershade actually got knocked out. Well, I'll be darned. Part of it was probably just I had everyone on hold or something and they just weren't responsive. He just tanked needlessly or something. I don't know. But I'm not putting him down because he's at 18, so that's a little too low. Or negative 18, rather. A little too low to reliably take a chest shot and not die. Because he's got Drifter's Leathers, which is a terribly weak armor. It just helps with crossbow skills. So Nuggles, it looks like your leg is all chopped up. Because you are falling behind immensely. Yeah, I'm just going to stand here. Look at all them shrieking around me. Alright, so now you move at 27. Good. Following you, and northbound we go. Well, he is just literally sitting on top of us, going, hey, you want to buy something? You want to buy something? You want to buy something? It's like, dude, calm down. If you had something good, I would buy it. I don't even need to leave my bed. All right, so day 227 is stockpile sucks. We'll just keep checking. So this group, I do want combat training on, but it's just a not good team composition to take on the Western Hive. Someone got stuck. So I'm going to change the team composition, take on the Western Hive, and then put basically this team back together and train a little bit more for the Ashlands. Another part of me, if I saw opportunity to take down a Leviathan, a pup Leviathan, I'd do it. In fact, let's look for that. Just gonna wait up for Boops. Boops is here. All right, so we have some Leviathans over here, but that's surely no pup. You are adults. What about you? You're also adult? Come on, where's the pups? Maybe some over here. It's... No, more adults? There's pups in here. Yep, they were here. I found you. Are you a pup? Yep, you are. Alright. Take the one that's easiest to take. I wanted... teen. Alright, let's kill the teen and then try to abduct the pup. And this time actually feed it. So, let's not go melee. Some of the people in this group are not well suited for brawling the Leviathans, because they don't have good armor or good combat stats that allow them to do it. So I'm just going to stand in front, sort of awkwardly, to see if I can't level up some precision shooting. Alright, Beep. The world's greatest swordsman. You want to melee some of this? Beep is geared enough that he's not going to die from the Leviathan. Plus, this Leviathan's almost dead. There we go. The Pearl, I'm not going to worry about it. And then I can pick it up. Because, you know, that makes some sort of semblance of sense. Oh, Jesus, we are... Move, 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 move. I did not see this other one lumbering towards me from behind. The adult mad that I killed its baby. Yes, I am dragging your kin all over the place. I almost feel bad. So... Woo! Blasting off. Team Rocket again. Okay, I want to be fighting towards the pups. But I don't mind the free levels up. I just have to use a lot of ammo. That's totally fine. Let's see. Is there... This might not be good for Beep, but I'm sort of curious how much he can stand on his own. Because their attack stats aren't amazing, which allows you, if you can block their attacks, like Beep is, they can't really kill you very effectively. Yeah, see, Beep hasn't even been hit yet. But if he does get hit, the hits hurt like no other. I'm going to send 2 more, because there's attack slots 3. Yeah, see, there's a chest hit on Beep. That wasn't fatal. But it would be a lot worse if it was on a crossbow. You guys are still firing? Alright, that arm was a tough hit. But again, not fatal. And this Leviathan is most of the way dead. So Delirious is the only one actually taking hits. But again, not close enough that I have to back him up. Alright, now I should back him up. He's at risk of losing limb. And big ol' Lev is dead. Gonna take his Pearl. I didn't do that with the pup, so the pup hypothetically could get back up. Alright, let's do some patching. Delirious, that was good work. What pup do we want? You're a pup. Ooh, sorry about the camera flipping. Alright, if I could get them just caught on terrain, that'd be ideal. Give me a freebie kill. No, this one does not seem to be caught. Oh, there, it's kind of stuck. They get stuck constantly. Now, in truth, I don't actually want to be killing this big one, but whatever, it's free target practice. Oh, someone just got chested hard. Hella did. That was a friendly fire from definitely an old world bow, because that was way too hard to be a crossbow, or a toothpick, rather. Well, Beep, you remain only having taken one hit. Let me get up in its face, keep it from having me to constantly kite. Oh, speaking of kiting. Come on, Beep, piss it off. Oh, stupid spider. Come on, kill the spider. Kill, kill, kill. And we can get back to the Leviathan. Alright, let's tap out this spider. So I have to worry about this other one. Oh, this is the pup, good. So the big one is about to go down. Nope, I don't want both. Nope, no thanks. Alright, Beep just got stomped real bad. We'll kite these ones away from Beep. Yeah, that's what I was worried about is... It's not hard until you have to block two of them. And then it's bad. Alright, so Beep, you are going to move over here. I think Talon is a medic. And he'll patch you up. Yeah. Alright, so the big Leviathan is downed. Talon, you move fast. Let's loot this other one. Pearl's out, so it's dead. And now this pup is potentially the one that we want to recruit. I have Talon trying to go mano a mano. Talon is a high-level martial artist. Doesn't have good armor. Alright, so dying. Pick it up. And everybody first aid it. Okay. Now, this time, I'm going to, when I recruit it, I'm going to either save and load or give it a pack and fill the pack with food so it doesn't starve. I'll have to pay a lot closer attention than I did before. Okay, foe, bring us home. Oh, Beep, you're, how are you falling behind, actually? You're just... encumbrance. Armor. I'm not sure why Beep is slow this time. Beep. Well, we'll follow you then. You get to be the leader if you're slow. Alright, Talon. Join me. Klein. Cool. And then Talon, pick him up. Bring him over. I think I have Leviathan pack ready to go, if I recall. Yeah, Leviathan pockets. Onto Klein. Now Klein has Leviathan pockets. Talon, put him down. Klein, you little pup. I know you're all sorts of beat up, but let's get you situated with a ton of food. So you do not starve. All right, and out to the ranch. Great. So, keepers. Let's see. I'm going to have to switch up the roster, as I mentioned. So, J-Horde into the keepers, Foe into the keepers, Nuggles into the keepers, Raptor, Seiko, and Talon. Cookie and Honey as well, because they're more caravanners and they were added in temporarily. And then we'll bring Droid up. Dale. Ron. Friss. Taildiv. Moral Oral. No, Praetorians I don't think melt. I'm not going to risk it. We'll leave them behind. Little Light, Rage, and I'm trying to think of who hasn't been fielded in a while. Carpo. All right, so here is our group for the Queen, the West Queen fight. Let me get fully repaired and healed up. And then I'm going to want to also ammo up. Boops. Let's get you in the end. Boops is going to be non-combat. That's why we are having 21, not 20. So I think Beep had the worst injury, so when he's healed, everyone's healed. He's good. Now all these guys, let's pile up over here and make sure that we've got ammo. I don't think I need to be carrying around the fog helmets, but I think it's easier for me to just leave them on or in the inventories rather than to pull them all back out. As far as food goes, because we haven't even put away our food, I think we have tons and tons and tons of food for this trip. Yep, we do. We really, really do. And then Taildiv, I think you are the slowest out of all of us, if memory serves. So I'm going to put you in this slot. We're going to have you follow. and head on out. Oh, Silver Shade, you should be on the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm putting all my crossbowmen, you know, grouped up. And then combat thereafter. Cool. Droiden. Okay, you're not slower. You fell behind. Oh, actually, while staring at you, you literally got stuck. So we want to head there. So we got to head pretty far south. A little bit out of our way. We'll hug the coast. Is this everyone? Yeah, this is everyone. It's a new day. I can definitely check the Armor King again. So let me queue up a move that doesn't have a swimming all the way there. No swimming. Alright, hero, you're on your feet. Has this guy just been asking you to buy stuff throughout the whole night? Alright, Masterwork Dustcoat. That is something that's good to have. And now back into hibernation. While we sleep, our hunger is not that high. Hivers, by default, have very slow hunger rates, and then while sleeping, it even lowers further. So if we take a look at, like, hunger rate 19%, 16, 33, and 66. So Builder, or Osgolo, as one could imagine, is the hungriest boy of them all. But that's because he's a big old bowl. I just tossed him some food. Alright, Tilda, no swimming. As much as you think the water looks good. Alright, through Berserker Country. So this, well, hi, some cannibals. The reason I switched it up is, toothpicks are going to be very ineffective against the high armored royal guards of the Western Hive. And then they're just not effective weapons. And then on top of that, having a ton of crossbow is not all that effective either. The Western Hive is chock full of melee. And if you don't have a decent amount of melee, you're just going to get swarmed. There's not a lot of wiggle room because it's a teeny little island, so there's not a lot of places to run. So if you take a look at the physics of the island, there's this separate little island that doesn't really have anything on it. I'm going to set up emergency camp there. That way, if I lose, let's say about a third. Once I have about a third of my own people, if that does happen, get unconscious, we'll fall back to the island, rest up, and return. Additionally, it is open season on execute. Anyone that I can execute, I will execute. They are enemies of the Hive. That is allowable. Just a quick recap, if I go back to the goal screen, if you look at the bottom right here, eliminate all slavers and hives. Yes, indeed. The Western Hive is part of that goal. Nope, I can see someone getting eaten by the fog. They're screaming so loud I can hear them. Well, read it, but hear them from over here. Poor guy. Or gal, I have no idea. Alright, so I don't want to go through a Western Hive, or village. I'm here for the trophy, not for the runner-up. All these little Western Hive villages are just runner-up. Gotta get the queen. I do believe it's the same offerings. I'm just going to double check. I don't know when. I think around 10 a.m. they refresh. It depends. Trader to trader. This one clearly has refreshed. But most traders don't actually refresh when they open for the morning. They refresh at like 10 a.m. Instead. I don't know if the Armor King follows that, but a lot of the traders do that. which is a little odd if you ask me, but that's just the way they work. All right, so off in the distance there, that is indeed the island I want to hit up, I believe. We are passing yet another hive village. I don't think they're going to pay us much attention. This is a Hungry Bandit caravan. No thanks. Looked like some of my guys were a little bit low on food. All right, I don't know who the slowest swimmer is, but let's start swimming. Before that, oh, everyone go. Before the gorilla starts stomping on us. All right, Boops is the slowest swimmer? Is this gorilla really about to swim after me? Like, somehow he can melee underwater? Get out of here. What are you, goofball? What are you doing? Stupid gorilla. Alright, well, we'll follow the goat. Usually animals are really good at swimming, so his swimming skill must be dismal. 27, yeah, that's pretty dismal. Seriously, what are you doing, gorilla? I think he's like walking on water. Maybe the water's shallow enough that he can walk, but I was pretty sure... I don't know. I don't know. Boops is walking on water too. All animals kind of walk on water, but I don't think they can fight us well on the water. Again, could be wrong. I don't have solid math. Alright, so some of these guys are a little low on food, so I'm going to pass out some food here. Anyone that... we've got plenty of food, so I don't think anyone's at risk of starving or anything like that, but... okay. I don't want a gorilla up my bum anymore, so... I'm gonna kill it. Quit it. Yeah, see, that was very dumb of you. I have something called crossbows. You do not. So I just discovered the Western Hive. There they are. It will be an all-out swim to the starter island. I'm going to set up camp at the starter island, as I mentioned, for like a fallback point. And I'm going to keep Boops there, just sort of hanging out. Because we are restricted to a 20-man attack squad, and I'm going to adhere to that rule strictly. Boops, you're getting better at swimming. That's nearly rivaling Taildiv, who's very encumbered. Who else slow swimming? Rage and Little Light, because they have prosthetic limbs. And I don't think they have particularly high swim skill. No, actually they do. Those limbs must be really bad at swimming. Minus 25% versus Queen's... no, Queen's just very good at swimming, I guess. Today I learned. Alright, so once we get here, I'm going to set up camp. Put all my camp beds down in case I need them. And then we have to be very careful because we are outnumbered. I don't know the exact math, but like at least 3 to 1. And these guys are not pushovers. So I'll do 15 beds. If I need more, I'll set up more. But 15 out of 19 is just fine. Nobody that I brought out here is wounded by acid. They're all acid immune, so that's another reason I switched up a lot of the squads. Wow, these beds are very camouflaged. They're hard to see. And done. Okay. So there's the backside over here, which I'm going to try to stay at. Oh, but Boops, you're staying behind. Beep, you're not staying behind. I'm going to try to keep my group sort of tight back here. So what I will do is have my crossbows do some poke and lure. Trying to pull numbers away. Because we don't want to face all of them all at once. So much like when I... No, don't swing at me. Much like when I... Let me unhold everybody. Much like when I fought some of the Holy Nation, I need to make sure that I don't go... Wow, this soldier has a bunch of prosthetics in him. It's interesting. They're garbage, but still interesting. I don't want to go aggroing the entire town. That would be very bad. There's too many of them. So I'll just take on bite-sized pieces by bite-sized pieces. Boops, so that I stop continually grabbing you, I'm going to drop you to the keepers. Knowing that you're just sitting over there. You should be fine. You've got food and all that. Alright, did anyone actually get hurt from that little engagement? No, not really. We definitely outnumbered them. So let's go ahead and sacrifice those that we find. I guess we severed a limb or two. And this is going to be our strategy for clearing out the island. Just grabbing a few at a time. The slow and steady is going to definitely win the race here. Okay, so here's my crossbows. I'm going to set them on hold, just so I know they don't change position or redeploy. I will send Taildive into the first hut. We're going to try to clear out this first hut. Oh, it is very much cleared. Cool. Hut number 2. Okay, let's set to attack all. As you can see, a lot of these guys have prosthetics. I find that very cool that they have a high chance of prosthetic drop. No, green. Ouch. All right, so that's house number 2. Let's go ahead and be the ferryman, ferry these guys off to the afterlife. I might miss some, but as long as I get the bulk of the enemy soldiers, they don't pose a threat of getting back up. Yes, this does make it a little bit easier, but considering my dreadful outnumbering, I think it's obvious why I'm doing it. All right, you're playing dead without one of your legs. Not a bad strategy. Okay, so in terms of wounds, let's get a quick... Yes, we do have some. I'm going to let my crossbowmen unhold so they can patch. One got back up from behind. Yeah, so I missed some, but like it's not that big of a deal when it's just the 1 or 2. It's just I don't want all of them getting to their feet. All right. Crossbows holding. Everyone else holding. Taildive. House number 3. Feel like the big bad wolf or something. But I'm not knocking the houses down. I'm just knocking all the people inside the house out and killing them. I guess that makes me worse than the wolf. But yeah, this systematic approach is definitely the way to go. Well, how are you already playing? Didn't we just knock you out? The only problem is when I'm fighting new groups over old groups, it's going to be hard to differentiate between the dead and the unconscious. So it looks like one big stack. Ooh, you're about to gain consciousness. Too slow. Alright, so I might choke up a little bit just to make it a little bit easier to find new targets. So everybody off hold. Do a new round of patching up. Back on hold. Crossbowmen stand aside. Deadhive. So let me double check these houses, but they really should be empty because I cleared all three out. So let's go stand over here. This seems to be a good spot. And poke on house number 4. Ah! Kill the no-hive. Well, bad news for you. I'm not no-hive. Oh, I ran them through the water a little bit. Alright, take off hold. Attack all. Alright, I don't really want them going into the water. That's kind of a non-starter. You're not going to get kills that way. Finish off the easy ones to find. Oops. I don't want your pants. These are not the well-geared ones. There is a central, it's called Hive, which definitely has the elites. So if this has seemed easy, it's because A, I've been very strategic about it, and B, we haven't gone to Hive yet. But this actually has been easier than I thought it would be. Alright, so I'm going to sit out here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deadhive, you're kind of the slowest of the group, so RK, you're going to go this one. This is not a... So if we poke into here, you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's see. We've got Royal Soldier drones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the Queen. And more Royal Soldier drones. A Royal Praetorian. Another Royal Praetorian. And time to piss them off and run. Yes, hello. I'm here. Save the Queen, they say. Well, that sounds good to me, but I'm going to be saving a different Queen. So here's the big bad boys coming. I might want to try to scoop up myself a Western Praetorian. Ouch. Just because I can. But here's the fight. So we got Praetorians and Royal Soldiers. I actually don't physically see the Queen in this group, unless she went down really fast. So the Royal Soldiers have, yeah, they have decent-ish armor. Not to be underestimated. I don't know why this Praetorian has such a deadly attraction to Silvershade, but let me get Silvershade out of there. He's like, dudes, my arms. So their Praetorians are upright. They're obviously far tougher than the rest. I mean, as Praetorians would be. Pillar, I'm going to have you finish off the... Oh, here's the Queen. Kidnap. Queen didn't even have a weapon, did she? Queen versus Queen. Well, my money's on me. All right, let's finish off some of these other royals. Jordan with his no prisoners policy. I almost feel bad. He was screaming no. Alright, so I think one Praetorian's down, but I don't even know where he is. Is this him? Yep. Here's a Royal Praetorian. Louis. Actually, you're... just kidnap him. Alright, let's dump his stuff. I don't know if they're recruitable. I'm pretty sure they're not, but doesn't mean we can't try. They're also not executable either. So that's another issue. Quit going after Silvershade, guys. Jeez. Alright, well, these might be the only two... Obviously, it's the only queen in the game, but these also might be the only two Royal Praetorians in the game. So, I'll kidnap him. So, we've got Queen, their Queen, who is... Oh, she bled out. I'm gonna put her down. I'll even double execute. But she died naturally, so it should register that she's dead. Sometimes the execute button causes it so that the game doesn't recognize that they've been killed. We had some trickling down here. Revenge assault moving towards Iron Hive. Uh-huh. Cool. That's, that'll be interesting. I want to try to go up to Hill Hive and loot. So, hold off everybody. Get everyone else patched. As far as injuries go, we got some that are injured, but nothing too bad. All right, let's heal these Praetorians so that there's probably a 0% chance I can recruit them anyway, but we'll try anyway. Then Vriss, I'm gonna have you head in here, or actually, Queen, just do it yourself. You're gonna use the throne. Just to leave your pheromones. Just to let it be known that I was here. Vini Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Hive Queen Throne blueprint. Don't mind if I do. I don't think there's really anything else of value out here, but it's been a long time since I killed a Hive Queen, and I'm using mods that I've never used before, so... Let me just double check, because this is a fairly well-secured safe. I know Hella could pick through this thing. I'll just send Hella then. Okay. We've got leather vest, spike club, ring mace. Yeah, nothing all that fun or interesting. All right. Well then, everybody reconvene. Probably one of the slowest swimmers. Well, let's just all out swim back to shore. Another thing I need to do is Boops rejoins us. And the Western Hive is all dead. So the closest point might be around here. Alright, so where is the Revenge Squad heading from? Here it is. It's probably going to hit the Keepers before I get there, but I might catch up. It depends on how fast I swim. But the Keepers are ready. I'm just making sure that yeah, they're all healed up. They're fine. What about Klein, my friend? You have eaten at least 10 rice bowls. That's impressive. Let's have you follow Dazik. And yeah, we'll have you level up your... I mean, you're a pup, so we'll have to level up your stuff. You're going to get caught on everything constantly. I realize that now. Oh, dang! Why is there southern soldiers all the way over here? What the hell? Well, Southie, guess what? You're dead. Oh, but all of your friends kind of want... It's like the Sharks and the Jets. He's dead too. I mean, keep lining up. That's fine. That's totally fine. Oh, you're even a prince. Well, Prince, watch your friends die. With your crossbeak sword and... I'm gonna cut off your arms. Oh, no. You just downed. Bye-bye. I guess... I don't really... Okay, so this guy I can't finish off because he's not part of vanilla. And the execute buttons only add execute buttons to vanilla characters. But I do find it extraordinarily strange that Southern Hive will be up this way. Maybe they take over when the West Hive dies. I'm not sure. This is new to me. But they are way far from home. I mean, this is where I am. This is where their home is. They are halfway across the world. And I can't tell you why, because I don't know. Alright, Hollow is here. Deadhive. I don't think we can catch up, but, like, let's try. It couldn't hurt. Alright. Can we be moving? So I'm sort of curious what happens to these Hive villages if the reactive world is smart enough to have them flip or crumble, or not. Also, more Hive soldiers, Southern Hive drone guards. Are they following me? I know they're trying to shoot at me. So Hollow, you are very, very slow because you're holding the Praetorian. So we'll follow you. All these Southern Hivers must be linked to the death of the Queen. I have no other explanation. But I don't particularly like being followed by princes, so... Bye-bye, Prince. They're kind of slowing me down. I mean... who can carry this Praetorian faster than Hollow? Louis, you're moving at 27 with him. Delirious should be able to carry him. Yep, 24. Okay, that's much better. Alright, crush these little southerners. Foolish and weak southerners. Alright, Delirious. I do believe that puts you in the slowest category, but you're still faster than Hollow was. Alright, they're hungry bandits. I am sort of curious swinging by this Hive village, but I'm close enough to have... Oh, it's fog now. Well, that's not great. Reactive world does work, but not for the better. I suppose that does make the most sense. I mean, who's the closest? Fog, right? They're just off. Oh no. Deadhive, you're actually slower, aren't you? How did you get slower? Maybe that's your speed all the time, I don't know. We have a little bit of wounds, so I'm going to hold up a sec. Okay. That's enough patching. I hope no one else is hurt. Well, I think there's a snowball's chance in hell I'll catch up in time to defend against this revenge squad. So, keepers, You are going to rally around Moral Oral. Moral Oral, you're going to take head roll. You are Moral Oral going to... Yeah, right there. Perfect. You're going to hang out at the head of the hive, because we'll see them coming up over here, over that way pretty soon. Oh, swarm's being targeted. Switch back real quick. All right, so this hive village is probably Fogman as well. I suspect I'm close. Yep, it is indeed. So the revenge squad is maybe T-minus a few minutes outside of my home. Given the time on the clock, I might do this next episode, end a little bit early, and have a raid to kick off the start of next episode. I don't think it's going to be a particularly strong raid. Unlike the Southern Hive, when you kill or capture the Southern Hive Queen, that's a little bit different. Oh, their bubble disappeared. I have no idea why. Okay, we're running amongst the Shriekers. Yeah, if the bubble disappeared, maybe I'll just keep running. Squad. Faction. Revenge Assault. Target Iron Hive from the Western Hive. Let's take a physical look. They could have died to Iron Spiders? I mean, that would be really anticlimactic. Moral R, you want to go out there? Take a little peek. God, that would be super anticlimactic. Living in such a rough neighborhood that even my enemies can't even mess with me. It should be pretty obvious, because there'd be... no, I mean, these Iron Spiders that are active and alive right in front of me seem to be untouched. Maybe it's a ploy. Maybe it's a sneak attack or something. I'm gonna head home. Maybe they're just lying to me. I mean, who knows? That's not how the game works, but I can pretend. Well, that means that I can get a little bit closer to home, because there's apparently not an imminent threat that I thought was about to hit me. I could scan the map for other red dots, red raid groups, but I can't really say I see any. What about Caravan? Before I forget, it is a new day. The Armor King is sitting on top of you. Sleeveless. Long coat. Well... let's compare side by side with Dust Coat. 26, 28. No, the Dust Coats is just simply superior. Okay, stay asleep. There's my beautiful home in the background. And I'm going to get home and roll the credits. So now I have 3/4 of the enemy factions I wanted to crush crushed. The Holy Nation, the United Cities, well, I guess 4/5, right? Trader Guild and United Cities and Western Hive. They're all dead now. They're dead. They're gone. We win. We win that part, at least. Before I formally end this, let's get the Praetorians plopped away. The Klein, the giant Leviathan, is still alive. He's supposed to be following Dazik. That doesn't really seem to be happening at all. Queen. Let's pile in Delirious. Put that guy in. I can't seem to talk to him, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything quite yet. Where's the other ones? I think Louis. Put them in. All right, so those guys are going to need. They're going to need food, but I can deal with that later. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, anything like that, do drop me a line. And next time, I suspect a little bit more training up with my new ready to go into the Ashland squad. And then we'll make a way down there. Maybe do... You know what? Actually, I might use this squad to head to the Skin Bandits first. And then, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I'll catch you all later. Adios.